Hello guys, well this is Average Gaming 96 and welcome to another video based on WWE. And just to get this off my chest, just want to say thank you ever so much to all the viewers and all my subscribers and any other WWE fans, WCW fans, ECW fans, whatever out there, and to say thank you for tuning in to watch my reactions with my mates, watching WrestleMania 31. It was really cool. Had two of my friends there, Liam and Sean. Like I also like to thank for being participated to watch Mania with me. And of course you lot. It was a good time. I had a lot of fun watching Mania. And speaking of Mania, WWE and the fans, I want to apologize. Um, reason why I want to say I want to apologize and say sorry is that the fact that I've been shitting all over WWE and about the build up to WrestleMania. And don't get me wrong, that's how I felt. And let's face it, the build up wasn't exactly as great, wasn't it? So even though the build up was crap, the Mania itself was amazing. I mean, take the Divas match, take Cena and Rusev out, they're shit. The whole Mania show was amazing. And I'm going to get to every single match, what I thought, and the Raw after WrestleMania review. And I'm going to teach you and tell you a little thing called respect. The first thing I want to get off my chest is the Sting versus Triple H match. This match was unlike any other match in WWE. There was only one guy I know who didn't like this match, who even preferred this match. No, who preferred the Cena and Rusev match than this match, Triple H against Sting. Are you fucking serious? I know who you are. And if you're watching this video, good. Because there'll probably be more people, more of the subscribers saying that Sting versus Triple H was a hell of a lot better than Cena versus Rusev. Because apparently Triple H and Sting was a staring competition. You know who you are. I'm not spoiling it for you, any of you guys. I'm not telling you who it is. Anyway, Sting and Triple H was telling a great story. And not just telling a great story, it had a lot of good chain wrestling. Not 5 minute crap, like Liam said, because that chain is not that simple. It's not just five minutes of wrestling. Chain wrestling is the good old British way of wrestling. It's been like for years, ever since good old Giant Haystacks, Big Daddy, all them guys. Even they're more entertaining than the modern product. Don't get me wrong, they're awesome. Anyway, as I was saying, Sting and Triple H had a great match, and then DX came in when Sting put Triple H in the Scorpion Deathlock, aka Sharpshooter. DX comes out, Sting is like, holy shit, and then Sting fights them back. It was just Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, and X Pac. And I was quite disappointed that people like China. I know she's in TNA, but fuck it, come to Mania. You were part of it. And then Shawn Michaels out of nowhere hits the switching music. Sting kicks out, which was awesome, which I thought was the perfect ending as a screw job. But I don't think Triple H or anyone in the backstage wanted that, so we wanted him to kick out. I mean, it's his first Mania. So he kicks out of the switching music, which is awesome. He kicked out the pedigree. He got beaten up by DX. He also flown. He got onto the top turnbuckle, dived onto all the DX members, including Triple H. And then during the match, Triple H gets the sledgehammer from DX. I believe Billy Gunn gave him the sledgehammer. NWO comes out. Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and Hulk Hogan. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, as a matter of fact, which was awesome. So we've got pretty much WCW versus WWE. And this, in my opinion, a lot of people, including myself at the time, thought that this match was not the right time to have it. But it was the right time because it has all the history. It makes sense. It was the perfect place at the perfect time. WrestleMania, again with the two icons and legends of both of their companies, and these two coming together in the ring, including DX and NWO. Now I can die happy. I really can. Seeing these two franchises, groups, legendary groups coming together in the ring to face each other was a historical moment. And now that can never be taken away from any fan from WCW, from WWF, ECW, all them guys. Well, even though ECW has nothing to do with it, but ECW is technically WWE. You know, that can now be never longer taken away from WWE, WCW, and the fans of both companies. So I've got a lot of respect for both men, and I did predict that Triple H would win this one. If you listen very carefully during the build, Triple H was more of the weak link, and people telling him that he can't beat Sting. And he did. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't a clean win, even though it was a no DQ match, which wasn't exactly announced properly since freaking if you go back to the entrance of Triple H, Lillian Garcia announces that this contest is scheduled for one fall. And she pauses and goes, "Oh shit, I fucked up." It's just the only way to win is by pinfall or submission. And I'm just like, okay, it's a normal match. And then after that, the statue comes in. I'm like, wait a minute, isn't this meant to be this is a no DQ match, isn't it? And then Liam told me about, yeah, it is a no DQ match. But I went, wait a minute, but Lillian Garcia didn't even say it. It don't matter. It was a no DQ. I was like, oh, okay, this is good. You know, it was an awesome match. And if anyone doesn't like this match, I can understand. If they don't like the outcome of the match, I understand that too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a huge WCW fan. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind WCW. But to me, I think the Ruthless Aggression era is my thing. Don't get me wrong, there are many icons and many legends coming from WCW. I mean, I could name some like Goldberg, Bret Hart. Wait a minute, Stone Cold was in WCW, wasn't he? I can't remember. Of course, Sting, Lex Luger, Lex Luthor. Sorry, not Luger. What am I saying? Lex Luthor. Who else? Sting. Oh my god, there's so many people there. Kevin Nash. You know, all these guys. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall. All these guys. You know, there was so many WCW guys. Chris Jericho. You know, Chris Jericho was in it. Benoit, I believe Benoit was in it. I can't remember. I can't remember if Eddie Guerrero was in it. I think Rey Mysterio was in there at one point. I can't really remember, but WCW was a really good show back then. But anyway, good match. Triple H wins, and I give it a 8 out of 10 because of what it was and how perfect timing the match was and at the right place at the right time. Okay, next match, Cena versus Rusev, aka Lotus Shite. This match, it went in very well. Okay, this is pretty much an international match. I said to you lot, and I said it to my friends, saying that the Intercontinental the United States title is not an international championship. If you're going to say that, then you're complete horseshit. Kofi Kingston, guys like Kofi Kingston has won the title, yet that's apparently not that's not good for business. For fuck's sake, it's not an international title. It's a wrestling title. Anyone can win that championship, and yet they made it into an international thing, which is, to me, it's shit, because we all know Cena was going to win because it's a USA thing. Just because it's called the United States Championship doesn't mean it's all about the United States. Anyone can win that title. It's the same thing with any freaking title in that company. So I don't understand with WWE pushing the United States Championship to be, how can I say it, prestigious. Because to me, I think it's a very overrated title. It shouldn't exist, and I don't give a fuck who's won the title. I mean, the last time I liked that title run was freaking, it was Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder, because I've been saying this constantly, that the fact that Zack Ryder is he's overrated. No, let me rephrase that. He is underrated. He's very underrated and he's very good in the ring. And the fact that he won that title at such a good time, because the crowd were behind him and everything like that. I really liked this title win, and unfortunately he lost it. And then goes to Vince, say, "Hey mate, I deserve a push and I want a push. Yeah, I'll give you a push in front of Mark Henry." Yeah, fuck off, Vince. You push people down, fucking downhill. You say you're out of touch. You're not out of touch, but you fucking are. So fuck off. Anyway, I don't really give a fuck about this match. Cena won with one AA, which doesn't really make any sense. The fact that he hit two AAs at Fastlane, and one AA he kicked out of at Fastlane, and doesn't kick out of Mania, doesn't really make any sense. But I'm not going to talk about this match anymore, because Cena, he's a fucking ass bumper, as I like to call him. But anyway, let's head on to the next match. AJ versus Paige, they won. I don't give a fuck. I'm not talking about that. I'm not sexist, but the match itself, it was okay, but I don't give a fuck. It was a toilet break. Let's face it. What else? What else? Wyatt versus The Undertaker. Bray Wyatt versus The Undertaker really had a lot of psychology. The only problem was they were short on time and it was not dark. A lot of people will probably think like, "Oh yeah, you're taking the piss because, oh yeah, I'm moaning about not being dark." Could you imagine how amazing the view would have been if it was dark? Come on, lads. I was like, "Come on, go dark, go dark, go dark." This has to be dark for Taker and Wyatt. But then they come out and I'm like, "Oh no." You know what I mean? Like, Taker and Wyatt, their entrances should have mean something. And this match was a back and forth contest. The unfortunate thing about this match, like I said, it was short on time. Wyatt has been building this feud ever since the Royal Rumble. And the fact that he loses, I wouldn't say easy, but in that fashion. Yeah, don't get me wrong, he kicked out of a tombstone. Okay, that tells us something. I mean, who's been kicking out of one tombstone since WrestleMania 25? Shawn Michaels, Triple H, CM Punk, and now freaking Bray Wyatt. And don't get me wrong, I was marking out. Don't get me wrong, because it's The Undertaker. This was an amazing. It was an amazing view, and it was an amazing time to see Taker back, and he was in great shape. He was in a hell of a lot better shape than he was at WrestleMania 30. He got his fucking ass kicked at 30, and I appreciate that Undertaker has. I respect Undertaker because he puts the WWE forward, as in, like, he thinks more about the fans and the company instead of himself. Like, even though he was fucked up last year, we thought he's done, but now he's like, no, I'm gonna come back even stronger. I'm gonna perform the best that I can do. You know what I mean? And I have so much respect for Undertaker for doing that. And putting Bray Wyatt over, was it right decision? It's 50-50. Like I said, guys, it's bad outcomes for both men. Don't get me wrong, it was a great match, and I did predict it ever since the beginning of the feud that they would do the spider walk and the dead men rising scene, and they did it. I knew it was happening because it was such an awesome moment. Like, could you just like I wanted Bray Wyatt to do the spider walk after he kicked out of a tombstone. That would have showed him that he's truly the new Undertaker. Well, not new Undertaker, the new face of fear. They didn't really make Wyatt as strong as Wyatt was built up to be in this match. I don't know if you agree with me, but that's your opinion. And that's why I thought. I don't think Wyatt was strong enough in this match. Undertaker, don't get me wrong, he's meant to come back and kick the living shit out of Wyatt. That's understandable. But make sure that this match could have gone a hell of a lot better if they had enough more time. They could have done something even more incredible with this match. And now because of Taker and his new standard physical well-being, Is he ready for one more match? For one more WrestleMania? Like next year for WrestleMania 32? Obviously, the last person to ever face in his career definitely would have to be Santino. It has to be Santino. No, I'm kidding. It's Sting. You know, let's face it. People want to see Sting versus The Undertaker, but no, 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 no. And you're probably saying fuck off, Ross, because everyone wants to see it. Not entirely everyone. Okay. I'm gonna give you my example and my reason why. My example, my ultimate reason why that I do not want Undertaker versus Sting at WrestleMania 32. Let's face it, Undertaker is getting old. So is Sting. Don't get me wrong. You're probably thinking, oh, they had good matches at Mania 31. I mean, even though Sting lost, he was in great shape. Yeah. Taker was in good shape. He beat Bray Wyatt and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's not the thing. But the thing I'm getting up to is the fact that these two have been what can I say? These two are icons, and I'd rather see this as a fantasy match because if these two face each other, they've got a huge chip on their shoulder because it's like Rock versus Cena. Rock versus Cena was pretty much a grappling match, and whoever hits a finisher, oh yeah, you pop because he hit a finisher. Taker and Sting, don't get me wrong, it would be awesome, but I don't want them fucking it up. Well, not them. I don't want WWE fucking them up. Let's face it, there are people out there on YouTube who can make better promos than WWE, right? And they can make an amazing promo with Sting and Taker, but WWE, I don't. It's putting them at risk. It's putting them both at risk of making this bad or good. You know what I mean? I don't want that to happen. And let's face it, Taker, he needs to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't want to see Taker anymore in WWE. I reckon that should be his last match. Gone. Done. I don't want to see Undertaker anymore. I want to see Sting face someone else. I'm really glad that he faced Triple H instead of Taker. Because it would have been a slow paced match. Let's face it. Triple H and Sting, it was slow, but that's what happens in the beatdown, doesn't it? There's always a pattern in a match. There's always the entrance, the international, the beatdown, the comeback, the beatdown 2, and then the comeback number 2, the main comeback, and then beatdown and then finish. You know, it happens all the time in WWE or any other company or any other wrestling company. You know what I mean? Happens everywhere. There's always a pattern and there's always different spots in every single match. I don't want to see Undertaker versus Sting. Simple as that. But anyway, let's head on. Let's head off to. Oh yeah, Undertaker wins. By the way, it was a good match, but if it was longer, it could have been better. Oh well. What else now? I'm gonna head straight to the main. No. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm going to head straight to the main event. Oh, yeah, the ladder match. Sorry, the ladder match. Ladder match was fucking fantastic. Ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. Daniel Bryan won. I'm not going to go too much in detail about this match. The build-up was amazing. R-Truth, unfortunately, didn't really get used as much as we thought because he was in the shadows of this build. I thought he was going to come and rise to the occasion and be a heel, you know? Come in and be this heel. Like he could have done the Little Jimmy thing again and then won the title and say, this is Little Jimmy. You know what I mean? I was like, I know it looks stupid, but I mean, give R-Truth a chance. I mean, look at Emma. Emma's fucking furious. I don't know if you've seen this, guys, but on Twitter, well, I don't have Twitter, but on Facebook, I saw a picture of Twitter from Emma's account saying, maybe I should go and search Divas. That will be the only chance. That'll be the only time to give Emma a chance, like that. And I was like, shit, she's angry, and I'm like, good. She deserves to be angry because WWE don't use the Divas right, and I feel sorry for the women in WWE because a lot of the Divas are very underrated. Natalya is definitely one of the biggest underrated wrestlers there. Anyway, that's nothing to do with this. The ladder match, Daniel Bryan won in really good fashion. Ziggler looked very strong, and Barrett. it was quite unexpected for Barrett to be not as strong in this match since he was the champion. In Stardust, he looked fucking stupid. Luke Harper, fucking badass as usual. Better than Kevin Nash. I don't care. I don't care what you say. He's better than Kevin Nash as a performer and a wrestler. Anyway, Daniel Bryan won that. And now heading to the main event. And this is where the word respect comes in. I have never in my life have ever seen a WrestleMania main event with so much violence and so much chaos in a main event of a WrestleMania. And don't get me wrong, I mean, there's been many. Kurt Angle versus Lesnar, for example, that was a fucking rough match. There's a big difference between a wrestling match and a fucking ruthless aggression wrestling match. This was a ruthless aggression wrestling match. Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns tore the house down, and this is where respect comes in. I respect both men for putting so much on the line in this match because there was so much pressure on Lesnar, and there was more pressure on Reigns than there was on Lesnar because we knew that Lesnar was going to go in there and kick the fuck out of fucking Roman Reigns. Come on, like we all know that was going to happen. It's just so weird at the fact that Roman Reigns took a fucking clothesline like a bitch. He took a clothesline from the apron and holy fuck did he go down. Jesus Christ, he grabbed the leg. Lesnar grabbed the leg from the middle, from the second rope. Fucking clothesline the fuck out of Reigns. And he goes down, the crowd goes insane. I'm going to go straight to the ending. Reigns is getting beaten up outside the ring. And Lesnar is about to throw Reigns into the post. And what happens? Does the exact same thing what Triple H did when he busted Lesnar up. Roman Reigns countered, threw Lesnar right headfirst into the post, starts bleeding like crazy, and I fucking loved it. If you really think about it, really, this is what really made Lesnar strong, just from a little blade cut. You know what I mean? And then he comes into the mat, and then he goes back into the ring. Takes 3 Superman punches. Wait a minute. Yeah, 3 Superman punches, 2 spears, and kicks out. Whole fuck. And then Reigns goes for the second spear. No, the second Superman punch. No, the fourth, sorry. But yeah, I'm not with it. And then Lesnar catches him for the F5, hits the F5, the fourth F5 in the match. Both men are down. Then you hear the music. Holy fuck, did the crowd go insane. Seth fucking Rollins, Tyler fucking Black, runs down the ramp like a bitch, like a little fucking, I don't know, like a man who's running for his life. The cameraman couldn't even catch up with him. But that's what I thought was funny about that scene. But it was awesome running down that ramp and that view of the crowd just chanting, yes, yes. He runs into the ring. Both men are down. He cashes in. Bell rings. Throws Reigns out of the ring. Hits the curb stomp on Lesnar. Looks out of the ring again for Reigns. Goes for the second curb stomp on Lesnar. Lesnar catches him with the F5. Reigns spears Lesnar while Rollins was on top of Lesnar. He falls. Reigns gets up onto his knees and then curb stops Reigns and covers 1, 2, 3. The new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Seth Rollins. This, in my opinion, is the greatest cash-in of all time. I don't care what you say. You're probably going to say, oh, Edge was much better. Yeah, but just because he's the first one to cash in and the way he did it doesn't make it the best. The reason why Rollins was the best, not just because it was at WrestleMania, is the fact that it's who he cashed it on. He cashed it on the beast incarnate Brock Lesnar, the man who defeated The Undertaker and John Cena, and also Reigns, who's meant to be the new top guy of the company. He beat both of them. Well, even though he technically didn't beat Lesnar in a way, because they wanted to keep Lesnar strong. So they pinned Reigns instead. How ironic that the fact that that Batista won the Rumble last year and Daniel Bryan makes him tap out at WrestleMania. Bit weird, isn't it? I mean, the champion didn't lose last year. He didn't get pinned or submitted. And the champion didn't get pinned this year. That's a bit weird, isn't it? But either way, great WrestleMania. 8 out of 10. non-stop. When will it end? When will it end? When will the era of John Cena end? And I'm not judging John Cena. I'm not taking the piss out of John Cena. I'm just saying this because of the fucking company. The fact that Dean Ambrose, for some reason, comes in and just fucking gets absolutely smashed by Cena. And, I mean, Cena's obviously going to retain. Who the fuck is going to beat John Cena for this fucking title when no one even gives two shits about this title? The only good thing about this title is that whoever's going to fucking beat him for it. Let's face it. No one gives two shits about this title. When will the time come when everything will change? When will Triple H take over WWE and make it a better place? When? WWE, please make that happen. Vince, he needs to retire. He's fucking lost touch. And if he came up with the idea of Rollins cashing in, I think that's absolute bullshit. I think Triple H said, we're going to give Rollins this moment and he's going to cash in at WrestleMania. I bet he said that. I bet Vince is like, no. Reigns has to win at Mania, yeah. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I respect the fuck out of Reigns for what he took at WrestleMania. But I think this was the perfect time for Rollins to cash in. And don't get me, it was a beautiful moment. It was like an Italian chef going to a fantastic meal he made. Yeah, Mamma Mia. It was perfect. The build, the match, and the outcome for all men. All three men. They looked amazing. And now we all know that Reigns is capable of being in that main event spot. And let's face it, he's better than Cena. As a competitor, he's better than John Cena. Speaking of John Cena, I bet Stone Cold is going to be very proud of Cena for using his own fucking move by a springboard. What the fuck was that? It's hilarious. But anyway, my Raw review. What I mean about WWE change is that the fact that we want the new era. We want the roster to be treated better. We want everyone to be treated better equally, not just the top guys or all the mid carders. We want everyone to get a chance. Because don't get me wrong, the jobbers have really great talent. It's just the fact they don't have a lot of popularity and they don't have that charisma. But Vince never gives them a fucking chance. He never has done. So we'll have to wait and see for the future. But anyway, my Raw review. I'm not gonna be too long with this, guys. I want to make this quickly and short. John Cena faces Ambrose. Like I said, Cena wins again. For fuck's sake! I mean, he's always gonna go fucking over clean, but he never fucking goes. He never goes fucking over. No, he never loses clean. It's just so fucking ridiculous. Everyone should be equal with clean wins and clean losses. You know what I mean? But anyway, Sting made a big announcement to the crowd and to the fans of WWE and WCW. It was very cool. He did the stinger on Bo Dallas. That was a very cool moment. Triple H, no, not Triple H. Triple H wasn't there, which was quite surprising. Brock Lesnar, fuck me. He made me laugh. He literally just fucking F5 and German suplex the shit out of everybody. The cameraman, Michael Cole, the J&J security, the commentary table. Well, he didn't F5 that, but fucking hell. No, he crushed all the commentators with the table. It was funny. And he got suspended. Why was he suspended though? That's the question. Where are they pushing? Why? No, not why. Where are they pushing Lesnar now? Is he going to become the new babyface of the company? Is he going to be like, well, not the babyface, but I reckon he will be turned into a face. People were cheering him, and Rollins was getting booed. It's the perfect mix. The big guy getting his revenge on Rollins, the so-called not big guy. I mean, same thing with Daniel Bryan. Apparently, Daniel Bryan is not big. He's probably like, even though I'm not gonna lie, I'm in great condition and I'm in the best condition of my life. I do look muscular, okay. Like But Daniel Bryan, I reckon he's bigger than me in widthness, in like, thickness, muscle wise. I bet he's bigger than me. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't care if anyone's bigger than me. You know, that's not a big deal to me. I mean, why do you think I train? I train because I want to do the best that I can be. I don't intend to be better than everyone. I want to be me, and I want to be like, my own thing. If people come up to me and they want to be competitive with me with lifting or whatever, that doesn't bother me. I mean, I don't want to be a competitor in lifting because to me, I would rather do the form of motion properly and safely instead of just going ridiculously heavy and fucking up your back. Because there are many cocky guys out there who would do 100 kg bench when and they know that he or she cannot do it. And they say that they're like, oh fuck, I've done it, and then they're down to their chest, and no one's there, and he's fucked up pretty much. I'm not like that. I know what weight. I always start low and then I slowly increase. I always do that. But why am I talking about this? Why am I talking about this? This makes no sense. I don't know why I'm doing this right now. The strength of Lesnar is unfucking real, right? I mean, a lot of people are like, "Oh, he fucking hell, he's cutting, and he doesn't look as big." So fucking what? He's strong as fuck. Cesaro is a big example. Cesaro isn't exactly the biggest guy ever. Yeah, he's tall as fuck. He's like the size of Randy Orton, for fuck's sake. And he's strong as fuck. He can do anything. And I have a lot of respect for Cesaro. And anyway, that's pretty much all I really want to say about Raw. There wasn't really I mean, the 6-man tag team match was pretty good. For everything else, wasn't really interested. But the Sting coming out, giving his little announcement, it was awesome. But anyway, guys, this is Happy Scary 96. I really do hope you've enjoyed the video. And make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And again, thank you ever so much. And thank you to my friends for being a part of WrestleMania 31. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. Have a good week.